Wow. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, a moment for Enzo Maresca. The man is out the door. Enzo Maresca has left Chelsea Football Club. Can you guys believe it? Literally just a couple days ago, I, it felt like it was just a couple days ago when Chelsea announced that they had a situation. Uh, announced that they got manager of the month in the Premier League. They just beat Barcelona and Tottenham, and they're flying. They're on top of the world. And let's go back to that time because the conversations that were being spoken about at that time, Chelsea fans, everything was so different. But fast forward to today, it's crazy. Let's get onto it. Before we go any further, let's go step by step by what happened because this seems like it progressed very quickly overnight. It progressed very quickly overnight. So I first caught wind of this last night. Around 17 hours ago, there was reports that Enzo Maresca was prepared to quit and has had a massive fallout with the Chelsea board. And of course, they're talking about the man Iqbali. So Chelsea are now, let's be honest, Chelsea's a circus. This is this doesn't happen at majority of the clubs. You don't see things going so well and then things going so bad so quickly and a manager getting sacked like that. This is a manager who won you guys two trophies last year and you guys were talking about your project in 2026. And now it's like, where's that project? What happened to that project? It still doesn't exist. Was it a whole lot of bullshit? These are the questions you guys need to be asking about Chelsea's board and what they were thinking throughout this whole process. So Enzo Maresca is prepared to quit. That was reported about 17 hours ago by this man Martin Lipton, and a lot of people are like, yeah, he's talking shit. Then you got Enzo. Then 9 hours ago, reports came out that Chelsea and Enzo Maresca are highly likely to part ways today. That was from The Guardian. And sources saying that Maresca wants to leave the club. So on New Year's Eve, Maresca is basically like, you know what? I'm gone. And this is all because of Chelsea and the whole situation. And in case you don't know, I'm gonna go back. There's more to it. I need to go through. I need to go through this Pies account. Pies. He had some. He broke it down too. So from the beginning, go farther back. Go further back. Uh, so yeah. So Maresca is not holding the press conference after tonight as he's not feeling well. So this was the first sign. The first sign that something was going wrong. He didn't hold the press conference for the game. Then you have the conversations leaking out slowly and slowly. You have conversations leaking out about Enzo Maresca didn't feel well the last 2 days. He had a temperature, blah 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 blah. Basically trying to protect themselves from this whole shit spilling over. Then you have the situation where treating the club like a player trading, and then some people talking about Maresca looks like he's given up and probably wants another job. This was reported just the other day, right? Then forget about the player of the month, forget about all that. Gary Neville talking about the squad, that's not relevant. You had angry fans talking about Clear Lake. Of course, they're angry about Clear Lake, but then this was the first big thing. Doubts over Maresca's future as Chelsea boss has intensified after the one win in seven and against a drop back of deteriorating relationship between the ownership and Maresca. So their first little bit of like spilling over, leaking information that there's a deteriorating relationship between the manager and everything else. And then of course fans are angry. And then 22 hours ago, what do they say? Enzo Maresca is at danger of being sacked if the results do not improve. And maybe he was threatened, maybe he was told you could be sacked in January if you don't turn it around. He was probably like, what are you talking about? I could be sacked. Like, what do you mean? Maresca is well within his right to be like, yo, I've gotten a level of stability here and you guys want to get rid of me. Like, what are you talking about? I don't blame him if Maresca wants to leave after that. But it looks like it got even worse as they started to throw Maresca under the bus. Maresca did not make public comments about Maresca did not have to make public comments about his 48 hours. Maresca has a very good squad and is not getting the best out of the players. Football is a result-based business, especially at Chelsea. This to me just screams out somebody leaking out information to Sky and telling them, trying to throw Maresca under the bus. From throwing Maresca under the bus to Ben Jacob to Jacob what do you call it? Ben Jacobs coming out saying Chelsea could bring forward their plans in the summer and review Maresca if results do not improve. As we've already heard, you have people on Talk Sport talking about I was I was in the tunnel the last 7 8 Chelsea hierarchy came back to the dressing room. Interesting. So the Chelsea hierarchy are too involved in day-to-day matters, and they're not just looking at it as a monthly or seasonally review. They're kind of just on a game to game. Then Enzo Maresca remains appreciated by Man City, nothing more at this stage. Maresca's situation is going to be interesting uh, in the following steps. Fabrizio Romano basically saying there's real tension growing between Maresca and the people at Chelsea, and as of today, there's a feeling that is not good. Wow, this happened literally New Year's Eve, literally just after or just before this was happening. These guys are crazy over there at Chelsea. These guys are crazy. And then the ball drops. Maresca saw and reign his own profile and success. He plans on publishing a book, which is blocked by the club, and spoke to some newspaper events organized by the news by a newspaper company over in Italy, Gazzetta dello Sport, without Chelsea's permission. So now Chelsea are trying to throw Maresca under the bus, saying he was not focused because he's looking to publish a book. He's looking to raise his profile. He's looking to do things outside of just managing Chelsea. And now they're trying to say this is one of the reasons why we don't want him. This is one of the reasons why we have issues with him. Who else leaks this information besides Chelsea? Who else throws this around there to try to make it seem like this is another reason? They're trying to muddy the waters. They're trying to get the fans on side. They're trying to get the Chelsea fans on their side. They're trying to convince Chelsea fans this is why this is an issue. To me, it looks like they're running a dictatorship over there. Then what do we have here? What do we have here? Chelsea are prepared to act sooner than the summer and sack Maresca 19 hours ago. It's escalating very quickly. Enzo Maresca is not was not sick last night. Instead, chose not to attend the press conference as he weighs up his options. And now the truth comes out. Now the truth comes out. They were lying the whole time. They were lying the whole time about him being sick. He was not sick. He was considering if he has a future at the football club. Wow. 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 Can you believe it? Wow. Then Tuchel, Pochettino, Maresca, all leaving the club because of the ownership, and the directors are impossible to work with, says Christopher here. But here's another one. Chelsea have doubts over Luis Enrique, made several demands during the talk. To me, it seems like they want somebody they can control. Hence why when Luis Enrique was interviewed for the job, they said no, because he was too demanding. He interviewed them, and they had a level of like, they weren't interested. And Pies is right, that was a red flag. But going back, Chelsea have gone down the drain, and contingency plans will not be tolerated. Poor from the form continuing. One solution uh, would be the Strasbourg manager if he was to be leaving. And Chelsea backed Maresca through a poor spell, but their patience is being tested, said The Guardian 18 hours ago. So at that point, he still wasn't gone. Maresca kept asking for a centre back all last summer. The hierarchy told him if they signed one, it would lead to Josh Apunchong leading in a transfer request. So you should basically play Josh instead of signing another centre back. I don't think there's anything wrong with them saying it would block the kid's progression, but when a player gets injured, you should look to try to improve the squad. Enzo Maresca and Pochettino were partly chosen by Chelsea because of their ability to work within a structure. And to me, it just sounds like their ability to work within the rules and regulations of a said club, but not to control every facet of that club, not to control everything. And then what else is there? Someone tell Iqbali his favorite club model just signed a 34-year-old. These guys are funny. So Enzo Maresca is considering resigning Chelsea as head coach. That was 15 hours ago. Enzo Maresca has fallen out with Iqbali, reported by Alex Crook 15 hours ago. And then there you have it. Chelsea are in discussion with Enzo Maresca with the doubts and the tension over the last hours. Continues, and then boom, Chelsea fans are angry. Chelsea fans are saying Happy New Year, and then boom, the penny dropped. Enzo Maresca is highly likely to part ways today. Sources have indicated that Enzo Maresca wants to leave the club. And where are we now? Where are we now? Where is here's the Fabrizio bomb. Chelsea and Enzo Maresca could part ways in hours. It's very tense. And then there you have it. There you have it. Enzo Maresca, thank you for your time. And he is out of a job. He has left the position, and Fabrizio Romano reported that Chelsea and Enzo Maresca have agreed to part company. Immediate effect. It's over. Official statement following the tense growing last 24 or 48 hours. Chelsea will not start working on a new manager appointment. Chelsea will now start working on a new managerial appointment as they're already looking at the Strasbourg manager, and it's well and truly a circus over there at Chelsea. It wasn't too long ago that we were watching Lewis talking.
I'm sick to death of having to explain why Chelsea are good.
This was on the 26th of November or something like that, just before the end of November, not over 2 months ago. This was literally just under 2 months ago. Check how they were speaking about Chelsea.
Second in the table, we bought PSG off the park, we bought Barcelona off the park. It's time to acknowledge that this ain't the same Chelsea from the banter era. This is a better Chelsea squad that will turn up for anybody that steps up.
Crazy, eh? Crazy. Crazy turn of events at Chelsea Football Club, in my opinion. Unbelievable turn of events. If I was to go back and even show you just after they played Arsenal, what were they saying after they played Arsenal? I swear, Carefree Lewis, where is it? There's so much. There was so much about Chelsea and Arsenal after they played Arsenal. Where is it? Chelsea. 1 second. Arsenal. The 90-minute merchants, all that stuff. That was hilarious. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. So just after they played Arsenal, what were they saying? What were they saying after they played Arsenal? This is what they were saying.
Maintain the fact that I believe this team can go the distance in the title race because this league is rubbed out. It's been shit for years. The problem is we've been on a rebuild during that point. But now this is our best opportunity to take advantage of that. The fact that the table toppers couldn't kill us and meant to be mentality monsters, meant to be 90-minute merchants, all of that, they didn't have anything for us. 10 men or 11 men. That might be a bit more of a statement for us than for them. And this is
oh man, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, these guys are gonna probably cry. And also, they kind of owe Jamie Carragher an apology. He said, I don't see Maresca managing Chelsea next season. He told them, he warned them, he doesn't see Maresca managing next season. And then they're like, Jamie talks too much. And then you got people saying Jamie Carragher doesn't give it a rest. Nobody gives a fuck what you say. Another one saying, you saying it, Jamie, won't make your manager won't make you their manager at all. And then you have people saying Carragher is never a pundit to be taken serious. He did gather up this year. What? Big mouth Jamie. People are just out here cussing Jamie Carragher because he told them the truth. He told them the truth. He did not see Chelsea sticking with a manager who came back and criticized them. They just did not think that was going to be a possibility. But right now, Enzo Maresca's gone. And who are they looking at for the replacement? Who are they looking at for Enzo's Maresca's replacement? Who is currently being spoken about as the potential Enzo Maresca replacement? To me, it is very interesting to see these developments because they are now speaking about the Strasbourg. The Strasbourg manager is now the favorite to take over Chelsea's job. Yes, this man is the favorite to take over Enzo Maresca's job. Liam Rose, whatever his name is. Basically, Matisse is taking over from Enzo Maresca, who has been sacked at Chelsea. He's the favorite to take over. Doesn't mean he will take over. But the funniest stuff about this is everyone on Twitter just basically going, "It's Matisse. It's Matisse." Uh, it's hilarious. Look, I don't know too much about the guy, but I seen this video and I started laughing.
2 once we start the game badly and just take a 2-2 or even lose the game 3-2. We're going to show some funny balls. And
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what he doesn't have the he doesn't have it. It doesn't look like he has that level of like control. But hey, we don't know who he is as a manager. I don't know enough about him. I don't know enough about Strasbourg. These guys know Strasbourg. These guys are looking at him. They're saying they're close to appointing him as the new manager. The process is already underway. He's the number one candidate. He's highly rated. He's already within the Blue Co system. Maybe they just want a yes man, somebody they can control. And in this situation, he looks like he might be one of them. So we'll see. I personally don't know enough about the guy to say he's going to be a good manager or not, but they've now just put Enzo Maresca on the block for anybody. If I'm Man United, if I'm Man City, if I'm Tottenham, if I'm all these clubs, I'm looking at Enzo Maresca as a top manager out there. I'm looking at Enzo Maresca. I'm saying he's a top manager. Why wouldn't anybody go out there and say, "Yo, let's go for Enzo Maresca"? And also, Carefree Lewis is my guy. He is really emotional right now. I get it. He's probably really angry. But let me show you guys a picture. It was not too long ago that this man won them the Club World Cup and the Conference League. To me, this just goes to show you that it's not all about trophies. Because if it was all about trophies, Chelsea are still in a League Cup. Chelsea are still potentially could win the Champions League and they could still win the FA Cup. It's not all about trophies. There is more to football than just trophies. Simple. As a manager, you have to be able to maintain the squad. You have to be able to maintain the relationship with the club. You have to be able to maintain the relationship with the fans, and you have to maintain the relationship with all those parties. And you're managing a lot. To me, it sounds like Enzo Maresca he did not lose the dressing room, he did not lose the fan base, he lost the ownership, and the ownership made a decision which I think is very rash, very silly. And it's not the first time they've done this. It's not the first time they've done this. It's not the last time they're going to do this. They're going to continuously sack and hire managers at Chelsea Football Club. They're not prepared for the stability and the consistency of having one manager. They sacked Carlo Ancelotti, they sacked Thomas Tuchel after winning the major honors. They've now sacked another manager after winning them trophies. But it doesn't matter. It's not about the manager. And you know something? It's even funnier to think that this man was just manager of the month. Not just 20 days ago was Premier League manager of the month. Premier League manager of the month just 20 days ago. And now if you click on that same account, that was celebrating him being manager of the month, they're now giving you a statement. Let's see how the Chelsea fans feel about this statement. Let's see what they think. Sack the manager who's in the title race. Thank you, Maresca, says this guy. This was so random. He won manager of the month in November. What else is there? This is BS. Egbali. Return on the investment because of success. This is a bloody project. You don't care. Even with that, the sporting director need to be accountable for not landing the best with these projects and parameters. Okay, the BS project and the parameters. I have some shame. All the best, Maresca. You have some other Chelsea fans who are mostly rivals just chiming in. Uh, Great. Look at our league. One manager belittled our club, especially when it's finally settled. Sacking Maresca after finally got us some trophies with the youngest team in the Premier League, something you might regret later. Fair, fair. Enzo Maresca might be gone, but if the sporting directors don't leave with him, we will be back to the same problem again. Chelsea need to be directed by people who want Chelsea to be succeed and return to the big names, not some stinking profile and purpose only while the club stinks. Okay, there you go. You got Chelsea fans ready to protest. The circus continues. The circus continues. This is a fact. The circus continues at Chelsea Football Club. That's a real one right there. He knows. But yeah, long story short, I don't blame Maresca. I don't think Maresca did anything wrong. As much as some people are gonna try to bash him as a manager, he did not do anything wrong. What did he do? He didn't do anything wrong as a manager. It's really on the ownership changing their mind and changing their direction. And I wouldn't be shocked if he ended up being a manager of another Premier League team. I would not be shocked if he managed Man City, Man United, or one of these other teams very soon. He's a good manager. He's a good manager. And I think a little bit of poor form and a little bit of talking back to the ownership led to him becoming more of a problem for the ownership than the actual club itself. I don't think the club itself was too unstable. And people are going to make jokes about certain things and certain individuals at the club, but I think Chelsea Football Club are just making a big mistake. I think they are. Now, how do Chelsea fans feel? How do Chelsea fans feel? I want to know. How do Chelsea fans feel after this situation? I wonder how they feel. Let's see what how Carefree Lewis felt. Let's see how Carefree Lewis felt when this happened. Let's see what he was thinking because this is going to be interesting. Let's see what he was thinking. He's still alive, by the way. Shout out Lewis.
I've spent all morning just being sick, and then just seeing this news, and I want to be sick again. It's fucking great. Where's the share screen? Chelsea Football Club and head coach Enzo Maresca have parted company. During his time at the club, Enzo led the team to success in the Conference League and the Club World Cup. These achievements will remain an important part of the club's recent history, and we thank him for his contributions to the club. With key objectives still to play across 4 competitions, including qualifications for Champions League football, Enzo and the club believe a change gives the team the best chance of getting the season back on track. Well, that is a load of fucking bullshit. We wish Enzo well for the future. Is that it?
That's
fucking
it.
hell. Well, that didn't end well then. You got the whole Isak to Liverpool statement. Yeesh. That's it. That is literally it. Enzo Maresca and Chelsea have parted company in record time. Fucking midway through the Premier League season. This whole season is just a joke. This is so childish, the way this entire situation has just fell apart. What a load of shit. What a load of shit, man. Here we are. Yeah, but yeah, Jabbo. So we ain't going to talk about Maresca out till 2026. 26, he's fucking gone. The end of the season to run this shit. Now we got to sit here and wonder who's going to take this over till the end of the season. What do we do from here? Because the market never looked good anyway. We've looked at the market when we've been mocking like Spurs fans who want their manager gone, or fucking United fans who want their manager gone. Who we bringing in midway through the campaign?
Take this in. At a certain point, we thought Liverpool were going to sack Slot. We thought Thomas Frank can still get sacked, if anything. I've seen people talking about Ruben Amorim getting sacked since the beginning of the season. All three of those managers were in worse situations than Enzo Maresca throughout the year. And Enzo Maresca is the second manager, is the manager that gets sacked. It's actually hilarious. Lewis is right. This is hilarious.
Man is saying Rafinha. Has there been any more briefs that have dropped? Oh, we've just seen the super chat. We got fucking City on Sunday. Oh, yeah, fuck off, man. You're kidding me.
I forgot about that. Yo, maybe they can have a new manager bounce for a City. Maybe new manager bounce for a City. What do you think? What do you think? Hey, buddy, don't take it out on me. Don't take it out on me that your club is run like a joke. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You don't need to call me names. It's not my fault your club's run like a joke, buddy. Let me put you on timeout because you need to chill. You need to chill with that shit. You need to chill. But yeah, let's continue.
It's gonna be a bloodbath, mate. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Yeah, they're all.
There we go. So that is that. There's a lot of Chelsea fans out here that are probably going crazy with the Maresca news. Let's see who else has reportedly spoken about this. Let's see who else has spoken about this. There is good old George. George. And we also have Rory. And we have Rory. 1 second. Let's check out some of these. These are gonna be good. Let's watch some of these. 1 second. 1 second. Let's watch some of these. These Chelsea fans are losing it.
I say, if he walks, fair play. Absolutely fair play to Enzo Maresca. And I guarantee you, whether you like him or not, he will go on to have an incredibly successful footballing career.
100%. Fair play to Enzo Maresca. He's going to have a good career, regardless if he's at Chelsea or not. I think he's going to be a good manager wherever he goes, and he's probably going to end up at Man City.
He will probably take 5 months off, go to Italy, sit back, drink some coffee, drink some red wine when it passes midday, enjoy himself. That's what I'd do. And then come back in the summer if Pep Guardiola leaves Man City and walk into a job that is tailor-made to deliver you success. I say...
Facts. Let's see what he says here.
What do you say to the fans as you part this afternoon? For sure, it was difficult news to receive, but when I tried to how do you say to work, Paul Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, they live in my house too.
Yo, his impression is so good. Oh man, that impression is on point.
I say, if he walks, fair play.
Let's see what
I don't particularly like him. I don't particularly rate him. But he obviously has more sporting integrity, more footballing understanding than these people running the football club. Chelsea.
Oh man, you gotta see what Rory says. Rory Jennings is probably losing his shit right now. Enzo Maresca has been sacked hours ago.
Skybet Super Week is now live.
Just hours ago, man did this. Hours ago. This is great. We gotta react to some of these guys. Some of these pussies, man. Rory's gonna give an eloquent for a first 7 to 8 minutes, just breaking down everything, and then he's just gonna go into tears afterwards. It's gonna be hilarious. Let's here it is. Rory's losing it. Rory is losing it. Shout out to Rory, man.
Happy New Year, everyone. Over the moon to say that this is a glorious start to 2026. This is exactly how we hoped it would go. Chelsea Football Club, being an absolute basket case of a football club, has been amplified. Anybody that was ever in any doubt about this ownership, we now know exactly who they are. Total and utter lunacy. We are a bonkers club, but even by our bonkers standards, even by this ridiculous, perilous ownership, this is wild. Like, what on earth are they doing? This ownership, undoubtedly the worst thing to have ever happened to Chelsea Football Club. These sporting directors are still at the club. How can we possibly have a situation where the sporting directors are still at the club? The first super chat of the day has landed, by the way, and it's from Tuck Tukas, who said, from a title charge to this in a month. Yeah, you're absolutely right. From a title charge to this in a month. It is absolutely disgraceful what has happened to the club. It is absolutely.
You know what? I'm not going to even laugh. He's right. He's right. It's a disgrace. Chelsea fans should be angry. This has gone from Enzo Maresca being the project at Chelsea to him being sacked or leaving or whatever you want to call it, departing, quitting, whatever you want to call it. He's gone, and the speed, sorry, the speed in which it progressed is actually crazy. The speed in which he quit is actually crazy. It's actually crazy. Like I did not think it was gonna escalate this quickly. I did not. But hey, let's see what the next manager Matisse is thinking. What do you think Matisse is saying? Oh, just looking at the thumbnail already, I know he's gonna be so mad. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Let's just take in the first couple of seconds. I want to hear the tears. I'm here for the tears. I am here for the tears. Oh my God, this is gonna be glorious. Say something. Come on, Matisse. You can say it. How you feeling?
Oh my God, I can't be doing this anymore. I can't be doing this anymore.
He needs to massage his face.
It's the 1st of January 2026. Immediate reaction, breaking news. Enzo Maresca and Chelsea have parted ways, according to Fabrizio Romano. There's only one stance I can take, and that is Blueco out.
And I think that's the correct stance. I think that is the correct stance, the correct situation where you need to say to yourself, you know what? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You have to say that to yourself. You have to look at it and say, yo, what are these owners doing? What are these owners doing? You gotta give it up to these guys for finding ways to piss off their fan base. And now they're gonna go with Liam Rossoneri. Now they're gonna go with him. Honestly, you guys need to go check out the rest of Matisse's video. It's literally 21 minutes of gold. But let me just finish this off.
You've literally left me no other position to take. You've literally left. I have no words. I have no words for this. I have no word. I can't even get the words out of my mouth for what you have done today.
He's right. You need to be angry at the ownership. You can't fault Maresca for wanting to leave. It was a toxic situation, and if he does leave, which he has, I mean, if he does, after leaving, you have to look at it and say to yourself, the club is a circus. And the craziest thing of it all, there was a report that came out that they were controlling the amount of minutes players get. They were controlling the medical team were controlling Chelsea. The medical team were controlling which games players play and how many minutes players play, and Enzo Maresca had no control over that. Crazy. Hey, you know what? I got an idea. Chelsea fans who keep telling me Unai Emery is better than Arteta, go sign Unai Emery. Anyways, yeah. Look at Chelsea crying in the chat. I hear it. I get the frustration. I understand. I see why they're mad. I get why they're upset. But constant revolving door of managers does not necessarily mean you're going to do anything. It doesn't. Anyways, I think stability is important for a football club. And I think at Arsenal, we have that. I'm not going to get gaslit by fools. Arteta's one of the best managers out there. And Chelsea, your circus continues. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Try to ignore the nonsense. And hopefully you guys can go on and beat Man City on the weekend. But I doubt it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love for the love, people. You already know what it is. Eagle Talks Football. We're out of here. Peace.